Now, the Navrongo Multipurpose Sports Center project has been abandoned, with residents' efforts to see its completion proven futile. The project, which commenced in 2018, was halted midway, leaving the structure to deteriorate. ChannelOne News visited the construction site to ascertain the level of work done. Christopher Kevin Asima has more in the following report.
The Navrongo Youth Resource Center was one of 10 such centers that government broke grounds for in 2018, aimed at reducing the sports infrastructure deficit across the country. This project, once completed, was intended to serve the entire Upper East region, which currently does not have a standard sports stadium. During the dry season, a fire, fueled by the dry weeds, ravaged the facility, destroying seats, electrical installations, and other items that had already been installed by the contractor. The facility was designed to include a football pitch, volleyball and basketball courts, dressing rooms, and several other amenities. However, construction, which began in 2018, was halted, and the site has since become overgrown with weeds. Mboma, a local club and juvenile team owner in Navrongo, shared what the completion of the sports center would mean to them.
We have a challenge with regards to where to train, especially the pitch. We saw the construction of the Navrongo Youth Resource Center, which brought us joy. But for so many years now, this project is still at a standstill, which is not what we expected. If we had gotten the opportunity to train on this pitch when it's completed, it would have eased our struggle. Why am I saying this? It would have helped us train more guys and expose them to the international market. There would have been more professionals from this part of the country. It would have even created other business avenues for our mothers and parents who are into business. When football is going on, those selling yogurt can come and make their money. Those selling water, hoteliers, food vendors, all these people have benefited from the project.
During our visit to the site, we met the foreman in charge of the project. He explained to ChannelOne News what led to the halting of the project and the extent of the damage caused by the fire.
We have stopped working since 2020 up to now. So we are at a halt now. But we are just hoping that maybe if things go on well, we'll continue with the work. We started the contract 2018, if I will be precise, May 2018. Yeah, but due to one or two reasons, which financial reasons are also part. And then initially we wanted to even abandon the place, like early this year after the fire outbreak. But the vice president was around. He didn't come to this place though, because that day I think it was raining. So he was at the chief palace, and then he assured the chief that they will try their best to complete the stadium before election. So we are patiently waiting with our hands crossed to see what will happen.
Residents of Navrongo, in an attempt to pressure authorities to complete the project, organized demonstrations, but their efforts proved unsuccessful. One of the organizers, Oga George, told ChannelOne News that a basic stadium existed during the Echampon regime, but it lacked additional facilities when the current government initiated plans to upgrade it to a multipurpose sports center. The community was excited, only to be disappointed when the project was abandoned.
Apart from this one, the other 9, this stadium or youth resource centers were supposed to be for the then 10 regions. The 9 have been completed, are in use. The Wa one, the Sinyano one, the Volta region, but ours. So we had every reason to start something. So myself and a few brothers and concerned youth of Navrongo said we need to draw the attention of the authorities. If you ask, what is keeping the project? We have just less than 3 months to elections.
So it's something that we are all concerned about as youth, because we know the importance of this youth resource center. It's a place that can do a lot for our people in terms of sports. And there are other programs and other facilities that are going to be put in place, which will be of beneficial help to our people. So we are very grateful. We thought that this thing should be something that should be completed. As we speak, what we are saying to the government of the day is that they should try and complete this stadium. We call it, but they call it Youth Resource Center. They should try and complete it for us. It's something that would help us.
In an interview with ChannelOne News, Navrongo Municipal Chief Executive Joseph Adongo reiterated government's commitment to completing the project.
When the Vice President came here, the flag bearer of the NPP came here, the Paramount Chief of Navrongo appealed to him about the sports center, and he had already had his plans about it. So we had to come together. He asked us to call the contractor. We have done that. The contractor was called, and the explanation was given about the payments and the second phase award and then all those things. So the regional minister sat with him to see how it can be resolved so that money can be released to him quickly to come back and start with the work. So what I know is that if that is settled, the contractor will be paid and he will come back to site. And I hope by December, if he comes back by December, the work should be done and we should start using the place.
You know, for the first phase, we are almost done. It's only left with the multipurpose court, where we'll have the basketball, the volleyball, the b-ball, and then the handball. So that one is even down there. That's the main thing left with the field. The field, we planted the grass. So what is left with the demarcation, and then we'll mount the poles, then we are good to go. But with the fire outbreak, we can't really tell whether some of the grasses are still intact or not.
The green grass planted by the contractor is now indistinguishable from the wild grass surrounding it. The abandoned facility looks ominous as it is likely a breeding ground for pests and hiding places for reptiles. With 3 months left in the year, the project remains in its current abandoned state, with no contractor on site and no visible progress being made.